correct. That was Victor Uniform 3 India Kilo 2. Is that correct, sir?
Thank you. No, don't put me on the cluster. I'm going to go QRT shortly. Thank you. Okay, 73 in my back. W6 Kentucky Whiskey, QRZ Europe, over.
Can you not say your call sign correctly? I don't get these stupid people.
Again? Uniform Whiskey, again?
Now watch, he starts to try and talk to these people like he uses a different voice to talk to different people on here. It's really weird. I don't know if we'll be able to catch him doing it again.
Oscar Hotel 6, November Uniform Whiskey. Good morning and thank you for the call. You're 5 and 8, 58 in the clear in Georgia. My QTH is Georgia. My name is Peter. Panama Echo Tango, Echo Radio, QSL.
Funny way to say the word, the name. Peter. I am pretending to have an accent. It is 22 degrees Celsius here. Like, that's the other thing that cracks me up. Why are you trying to accommodate people in other countries and translating our temperature?
Yes, okay, well, very fine indeed. And, 75 Meters was my favorite band also, very much my favorite band. And so, thank you for that. Anyway, you're low power doing a great job. I'm using a full-size 4-element monoband Yagi, about 100 meters over the water, pointed on you. So, very good indeed. Congratulations on the low power. OH6 November Uniform Whiskey, W6KW.
What a wanker.
Uniform Whiskey, W6KW, fine business. Nice signal from your cottage, from your portable. And, thanks a lot for the call from the west coast of Norway, Finland rather. 73, W6KW, QRZ Europe.
Oh, it was funny. Somebody doesn't like him either.
Again?
He starts to talk normal and then starts to act like he's got like some Spanish accent or something. My biggest pet peeve is with people in ham radio, they make up their own phonetics and crap. It doesn't say you can't do that, but I mean, it just seems dumb. It's also dumb to tell somebody else your temperature and convert it. I mean, we don't use Celsius here in the States. I'm sure if somebody really cares what the temperature is, where you're at, they can figure it out. You know what I mean? They don't need you to tell them what it is. You're basically just being a big fucking ass kiss. That's when you get these guys that would be like origato, or they say little stupid shit to these other people, and you just sound like a dumb, stupid white idiot. And seriously, like when they try and like say something to the Hawaiian people or the Japanese people or the Spanish people or the Italians or the French, you just sound stupid. Just be yourself. You don't have to. You're not impressing these people at all. They don't care. They're on here to play ham radio, and these guys, they're just like, I don't know, man, delusional visions of grandeur. I don't know what it is, but it seems like they're just kind of in some fucking fantasy fucking world, and they think they're like hot shit. That guy, he just disappeared like pretty quickly after the fart noises. I don't know if he's gonna come back. I'm listening on, I believe that's an SDR in Georgia. It's possible there's a guy talking and he's just really long-winded. And every time I hear this kind of stuff, I'm like, you know, I got into the wrong hobby. I'm too young. I don't share anything in common with these people. I don't have a bunch of money. I don't have a bunch of property. I do have a bunch of radios. They're all junk, most of them. And I'm more interested in fixing broken stuff than I am listening to some old guy brag about whatever and act weird. So, to me, as the more years go by that I get into ham radio, the less I'm actually interested in it, because the people that I run into in ham radio or hear on the radio, they just kind of make me sick. I was listening to a bunch of people earlier whine and cry about their expensive watches and bullshit like that, and I'm like, I can barely afford to fucking pay my bills, you know, and you know, sometimes I have to decide whether or not I can buy something new or if I have to find it from a thrift store. I'm a practical kind of person. I'm not somebody that, you know, has to have things that make me look a certain way to care what other people think. I'm in survival mode. So really, this is the wrong hobby for me. This is a hobby for, you know, old retired people that have nothing better to do than talk about their doctor's appointments. And I should have never got involved in ham radio. I have the highest license. I can brag about that, you know. But who cares? I mean, who cares? It doesn't matter. So, I just feel like the most of the people on the radio are really not what I consider to be technically, you know, technical people. They're just like, they're lids. They're people that like to brag. You know, it'd be like the old guy that buys a Corvette and never goes over the speed limit, you know, and brags about how fast his car is, you know, those kind of people. They just don't make sense, you know. They just want things for certain reasons to just, like, look a certain way. Whereas I want some fast car that's a piece of crap and looks like crap and goes really fast so I can beat the hell out of it and I don't have to worry about getting a dent in it. That's, you know, the difference between them and me. I also want something that I can fix myself and I can find parts for myself. You know, same thing with radios. That's why I've got these old ICOMs and stuff like that over here, you know. I mean, I got new radios, but I mean, the only reason I really have as many radios as I have is because of the YouTube channel. Otherwise, like, a bunch of the radios I would have never even gotten except for the channel, you know. And I'm not making enough money on here to afford to buy radios other than handhelds, you know. And realistically, I'm not making enough money here on this channel to even, like, take care of my bills. So I'm not trying to be like a Debbie Downer or anything, but it does get awfully old after a while listening to these arrogant people on ham radio. Let's see if we can find some more of them.
I'm not sure when you go on a polar expedition or not, if it takes a 48-volt battery, boy. That thing's got to draw at least, 25 to 30 amps or something, Frank, over?
No, it actually only going about 9 amps.
Oh, We know who these guys are. W5RVN. W5RVN. My name's Frank. I have heard him quite a bit. I don't know. I think he's really old, like maybe almost 90. I've been hearing him for years. Now, there's some guys on here, some really nice technical conversations that I can follow along with and actually, like, learn things, you know? Like, to me, I like that kind of stuff.
Okay, very good. Yeah, and what comes to mind immediately is a lot of folks are using the Hermes Light 2, which is typically, I think, a 5-watt output on that transceiver.
A bunch of signals here.
And this little amplifier, I think, would be a perfect match for it. And I know a couple of guys, one in Austria, Mike, OE6MBG, who uses the Hermes Light.
Is that the same
And he's
guy
got a
we heard
tumor
earlier?
amplifier.
He got mad and heard fart noises and ran over here.
Sort of intermediately power it to his big amp. So that this little amplifier, I think, really needs it has a need, and I think guys with the Hermes Light probably would jump at the chance to use it. What do you think, Frank?
Oh, I know that's true, Joe. My friend, Deputy 6 over out all group.
Anyway.